Congratulations! ROSÉ of BLACKPINK wins Global Hitmaker 2025 in America, and tonight, the world is asking one question: what really happened behind that moment? Stay right here, don't blink, because what unfolded in Los Angeles shocked the entire K-pop industry. Before we dive deeper, make sure you're listening closely, because every second of this story connects to something even bigger that might change ROSÉ's career forever. In the next few minutes, everything will make sense. It all started the moment ROSÉ stepped onto the carpet at the Variety Hitmakers event in the United States. The cameras froze. The crowd suddenly leaned forward. And even before the award was announced, something already felt different. ROSÉ wasn't just attending. She wasn't just performing. She was standing there with the confidence of someone who already knew her entire year of hard work had built up to this exact night. The Global Hitmaker 2025 title wasn't just an award. It was a recognition usually reserved for the biggest names in Western pop music. For years, fans wondered if a Korean soloist could reach this level. And ROSÉ didn't just reach it. She walked past every expectation and claimed the spotlight like she was born for it. But here's the part that people didn't see on TV. The moment before the award was announced, staff members backstage were whispering about how ROSÉ's name had become one of the most discussed topics in the entire recording industry this year. Industry executives said that ROSÉ's rise after releasing APT, her global collaboration with Bruno Mars, completely shifted how American markets viewed Asian artists. They said this was the first time in years that a Korean soloist dominated charts with such consistency. Spotify, Apple Music, and American radio stations had the numbers. And those numbers pointed to one fact: ROSÉ wasn't competing with other idols. She was competing with the world's biggest global pop acts. As the host opened the envelope, ROSÉ looked calm, but fans who zoomed in on the footage said they noticed her fingers slightly trembling. Not out of fear, but out of knowing that this moment would mark a milestone in her career. When her name was finally called, the crowd erupted in cheers that even surprised the staff members present. The applause was louder than expected, louder than any K-pop moment the event had seen before. And here's the twist: the entire atmosphere of the room shifted. Even the top American producers stood up to clap for her. They knew exactly why ROSÉ earned this. Because APT wasn't just a hit. It was a cultural moment, a bridge between K-pop, Western pop, and global streaming power. But the real question is this: why did Variety choose ROSÉ specifically for Global Hitmaker 2025? What made her stand above every other contender this year? Multiple insiders revealed that ROSÉ's numbers weren't just good, they were historically high. APT stayed inside the global charts for months. Her solo performances went viral on every platform. Her name kept trending every time she stepped on a stage. And her voice became one of the most recognizable female vocals worldwide in 2025. That's what the award represents. Not a single song, not a single moment, but a full year of dominance. Then comes the part that fans didn't expect. During her backstage interview, ROSÉ hinted at something that immediately sent the internet into a meltdown. She said, "This year has been emotional. I feel like everything is building towards something bigger." Those words lit a fire across social media. Fans started speculating that this mysterious something bigger might be her first ever global solo tour. The rumors began spreading so fast that even entertainment journalists started contacting their insider sources to verify if a major announcement was coming in early 2026. Some sources claimed ROSÉ had already been in discussions for possible tour dates. Others said she was preparing new music. And a few whispered that ROSÉ's next move would be the most ambitious project of her career. As the night continued, more surprising details surfaced. There were reports that major American producers approached ROSÉ during the event, congratulating her personally and expressing interest in future collaborations. This is the part that shocked many fans around the world. ROSÉ wasn't just being celebrated as a Korean artist. She was being welcomed as a global hitmaker, a world-class musician capable of carrying an entire genre on her shoulders. And that is something extremely rare in the international music scene. Let's go even deeper. People who attended the show said that ROSÉ's presence felt different this time. Stronger, sharper, Like she finally stepped into the global league she always belonged to. Her energy was calm, confident, but with a spark that reminded everyone of why she is one of the most influential vocalists of her generation. She didn't need flashy moments. She didn't need dramatic displays. Her presence alone told the story. She arrived as an artist, not just an idol. But here comes the biggest twist, the part people continue talking about. After receiving her award, Rose had a quiet conversation with one of the senior executives from a major American music company. The conversation was short but intense. Fans who analyzed the footage said that the executive looked incredibly excited while speaking with her. And this small detail sparked a new wave of theories. Was Rose discussing a potential long-term partnership in the US? Was she being scouted for more collaborations? Or was this connected to the rumored solo tour? Nothing is confirmed yet, but the timing is too perfect to ignore. Midway through the night, something unexpected happened again. APT started climbing charts in real time after clips of Rose receiving her award began circulating on social media. Millions of views poured in within hours. Fans from all around the world started replaying the song. Hashtags began trending. And suddenly, the award night turned into a global celebration of Rosé's entire journey. It felt like the world collectively acknowledged her talent, her story, and her impact. And here's the emotional core of everything that happened. Many fans who have followed Rose since her early days said this is the moment they always dreamed of. They watched her struggle. They watched her fight. They watched her grow. And now, finally, the world sees the same Rose they always believed in, a powerhouse vocalist with global influence. She didn't win because she was famous. She won because she worked harder than anyone saw. She pushed herself vocally, musically, emotionally. And all of that built up to this exact life-changing night. Now, let's pause for a moment. If you're still listening, stay close, because this next part might reveal what Rose is planning next. Her team has been unusually quiet the past few weeks. Fans notice the pattern. Silence usually means preparation. Preparation means announcement. And announcement means something big is coming. Could it be a solo world tour? A new album?
A surprise collaboration?
One thing is certain. Rosé's new era has already begun, and the Global Hitmaker 2025 award is only the beginning. As this story comes to an end, here's your call to action. If you want Rosé's journey to keep shining globally, don't forget to stay tuned, support her music, and keep your eyes on every official announcement. A major chapter in Rosé's career is about to unfold, and you don't want to miss a single moment of it. This is the rise of ROSÉ BLACKPINK, and the world is watching. And as the world waits, something remarkable is happening in real time. New audiences who never followed K-pop before are discovering Rose for the first time, drawn by her voice, her calm confidence, and the sincerity that separates her from every other artist rising today. This award didn't just elevate her status, it opened a new door where global listeners finally understand why millions have supported her for years.